90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Diary Room. 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 Welcome back. It's another week of Big Brother. Another janky week of Big Brother. Just like last week, where are my manners? I just couldn't help but complain about the schedule that CBS is laying out for us. But where are my manners times 2? This is the Diary Room. Your favorite, might be your favorite, definitely is my favorite. Hopefully it is your favorite Big Brother commentary show on the airwaves, right here on WMSC. My name is just Chris, and I am joined every single week by my other Big Brother half.
Hello, tis I, Emol. Excited to talk all things Big Brother. A little bit shortened today, but I mean, that's totally fine considering CBS and their schedule. So
why are we doing this?
They want to keep us on our toes, our janky
It's
toes.
not fair. It's not fair. I need more Big Brother. I didn't think that it would be this difficult because, I mean, last week with the complications with the VMAs, this week it was the Emmys.
And
we're
then
hosting
didn't bother.
all the freaking award shows, but we're not hosting enough Big Brother.
Just to spite us.
I need to see it. Now we're like actually at that point in the season where it's starting to get like interesting, and I'm actually like invested in seeing who's gonna go home on a weekly basis instead of what we've been dealing with the past couple weeks. But regardless, we might as well just jump straight into it, I guess, because we do have only 1 hour this week.
CBS schedule changes. WMSC schedule changes.
Yeah.
Alas.
WMSC schedule change. We have been, our first hour got eaten, but it's okay because CBS also got eaten.
I had to double check last night that there wasn't a Tuesday night episode because apparently Big Brother on some socials, I think the YouTube, they posted some Zingbot.
I did see, yeah.
And I was like, where was I? What happened? I thought I missed a Tuesday night episode because that's what they did for the VMAs, but not the Emmys. So they're going to somehow squeeze everything in tonight.
Well, it is 2 hour episode. 2 hours episode today and tomorrow. If you did not know, we're getting a whole lot of stuff, whole lot of speculation.
Oh boy.
We've got some confirmed things. We have Zingbot. Confirmed is going to be within the next 2 episodes. I would assume he's probably going to be the Veto, maybe. Usually that's what he is. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they just kind of throw him wherever.
Between HOH and Veto, but
Yeah.
Zingbot's usually Veto.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We'll be seeing him. That's the moral of the story. But kicking it off, we do have to go back to last week. When I watched the Tuesday episode in studio. Little quick update to that one. I do now have live Big Brother.
Yay!
We figured it out, so I will no longer have to be watching episodes live in studio.
I mean, for a special occasion.
Yeah. I mean, it was a special occasion. I mean, this is the
boy.
first time they've ever done anything like that.
On regular Big Brother, yeah.
Yeah. But same day, we did have an episode air. It was the very quick very quick crowning of Lauren as the new HOH. She had the fastest time in the White Locust, and another week. Lauren is killing it.
Silently?
Lauren
Yes.
is silently actually existing in the house. I know we make jokes about, well, I mean, I've been letting up, to be honest.
Won't.
I think it's hilarious, and please don't stop, because it's really funny to just act like she just got here, even though she has like 4 competitions.
Welcome in, brand new house guest, week 9. Some may say she won the third HOH That was somebody else. I don't know who that was. But welcome back, Lauren, winning head of household.
It was funnier when Cam was doing it, because Cam didn't win anything.
No, welcome back, Cam, and it was like the final 3, and we're like, oh yeah, this guy. He was fun at least.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Did you say Cam?
I said Cam.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib.
Shout out to all my dogs.
I just had to throw that one in real quick because I heard his name.
That's
I said his name.
Yeah. If you say Cam 3 times,
I summoned him.
The dogs at the crib just appear. That's a part of my everyday vocabulary too now. So shout out to the dogs.
Shout out to it all comes back to the dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Lauren win HOH, and we had a little bit of game talk on the next note that I have here. It is about Morgan and Vince's relationship, which has been a little bit of
You don't even know the half of it.
There's more.
I'm exhausted. I am exhausted.
And now I'm so sad for this Wednesday episode that will be airing tonight.
My lord.
Even though I might not be able to watch it live because it is Chris. Shout out to my
Chris
other half. My other half. My other Chris. There's another Chris. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Chris.
bro. We live together. So
oh my god, he's literally the Chris in your crib.
He's literally in my crib. So we'll definitely be catching that Wednesday episode to hear whatever you're talking about.
Oh boy. But
Does it have to is this like live feed stuff, or is this like
what I've seen? Yeah. I don't think that in 2 hours they could properly show the dynamic between Vince and Morgan. It's exhausting. I literally watched a podcaster do a like live reaction to their conversation, and she was on for 3 hours. But it all really starts here with Lauren winning the head of household, and we kind of get the aftermath of the White Locust situation, because I mean, it's no surprise to anyone in the episode that in last week's episode, so a whole week ago, the last Wednesday, the 10th, that Morgan really wanted to be picked first because Vince was chosen to do the wheel first, and that he could pick the next person. And they're kind of showmancy. It's very complicated. It's very scandalous because he's got a girlfriend's asterisk.
It's messy.
But Morgan wanted to be picked first to be able to pick Rachel. Basically, Morgan is really upset with Vince because she's placing Rachel's elimination on Vince. Also, she wasn't picked. And he's not going to hear the end of it for at least another week, a.k.a. today, present, September 17th.
September 17th. The season is over in like 2 weeks, bro.
They got to get rid of people real fast.
Well,
oh boy.
I guess now is the time to bring up our little bit of speculation. Potential double elimination this week?
There's totally going to be a double eviction tomorrow. It's a 2-hour episode.
Yes.
Again, and I will be at seeing Vampire Weekend. So if you are seeing Vampire Weekend on Thursday, and you see a little phone screen with Paramount Plus on, it's probably me. I'm going to be trying my best to get live updates. I literally canceled plans a week or 2 weeks ago because I was convinced it was a double. And I didn't want to miss it.
And now it's a double and you're going to see Vampire Weekend.
I can't. A Vampire Weekend 4-day residency in Montclair.
Yeah, I was so confused because I saw that they were here yesterday and you were like, oh, I'm going to be at Vampire Week. They're here for
Weekdays.
4 days.
Vampire Weekdays really gets in the way of my Big Brother schedule. But what I do for music, what I do for Big Brother. So I'll have my phone working real hard to see
Best of
if
both
I can
worlds.
watch live. We're gonna see what could happen. But we're still at last.
We're still at last week. The next note I have is about that little funny montage of Keanu and Rachel, and it made me so sad. It really it resonated with me. I love that Keanu and Rachel left on a good note.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing them be silly together because it was really funny.
This was a very cute moment, though I also look at it as the producers being like, oh, we lost Rachel. We got to milk this for all we've got.
They're still
We're going to try to show as much Rachel as we possibly can because they lost the heart of the season on their own error. But
on their own error.
It feels like it's been long enough that I've just kind of accepted it, the situation, quite simply because there's nothing I can do to undo it. So if I don't accept it and I'm just mad, then I'm not watching my favorite show. Did my favorite show make some poor decisions? Yeah, but I'm still gonna watch it. But yeah, the montage was kind of cute. But Keanu, I watched that too. I usually just watch feeds when like something exciting happens when they come back from a comp, and when they came back after this, he was literally like just crying, looking at the memory wall. I'm like, this is terrible. But that montage was cute. It was sweet.
Yeah, and I guess we can move right along again. We do not have any notes about the nominations, even though it's quite a big. Yeah, no, I also would have done the exact same thing. We share a note sheet. And it just popped into my head right now, so let's talk about it. The nominations ended up being what? It was Morgan. This was a week ago.
Morgan, Will, and Ashley.
Time moves real fast in the Big Brother house.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, when I wrote these notes watching Wednesday, I already knew for days.
Yes.
But yeah, it was Morgan, Will, and Ashley who were on the block.
And initially the target was Morgan because Morgan and Morgan and Lauren are just
battling it out for Vince's love.
the taken asterisk man is being fought over by two women who know that he has a girlfriend in the house.
Whatever. With Lauren, at least it's not romantic.
Yeah,
it's just game.
Lauren's gaming.
The gamer
is not gaming. The gamer is being a little bit of a homewrecker.
However, I will say on record, on air.
Yeah, that's a strong word.
Again, I blame both of them. I blame Vince even more. He's the one with the home to be wrecked.
Yes.
And he allows it.
He allows it.
Alas. But yeah, he definitely, instead of having his two number ones work together, he keeps pulling them apart. Worst case scenario for him. I don't know why he doesn't realize that. It's too late now.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
If he just had the two of them work together and they could have been a trio, this wouldn't happen. But yeah, Lauren wins power and immediately is like, oh yeah, Morgan's up there. And it's just like, wait, no. She's like, yeah. Which good for her too. Got to mention, because her first HOH was run by Vince. And this time she put up Vince's number one.
And, well, I mean, number one.
What, number one? Asterisk. There's a lot of asterisks with Vince.
Too many asterisks.
My lord.
We're not gonna hear the end of it. We're not gonna see the end of this feud until all three of them, or one of them wins, or all three of them get evicted.
I'll be keeping up with the drama. No fear.
1000%. And we next note, moving right along, I have is about Ava and Rachel. Not really super crazy, but Ava and Rachel had a bit of a turbulent relationship, to say the least, and she kind of just inserted herself into Rachel's allies' spaces because there was no Rachel to fill that space. Suddenly there is Ava, who is trying to be best buddies with Will and Ashley. Not that she doesn't have any allies, but she kind of doesn't. So
She has friends.
She has
She gets
friends.
along with everybody. But game-wise, again, this is one of the strangest seasons where there's not, like, there was never a strong alliance.
Mm-mm.
There's not, like, really tight final twos. It's all just like, oh, yeah, I'm friends with people.
Yeah.
So maybe she's waking up to the fact that we're in the jury phase. And it's like, oh, maybe I should work on that.
At this point, it's too late. If you don't have a solid pre-jury resume, just throw your hopes and dreams of winning Big Brother out the window, because the only person to ever do it was Josh.
Mm-hmm.
He was the only winner to ever do like nothing in pre-jury, and I don't even think that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I think he most likely had a few competition wins, I would hope, but
I don't remember off the top of my
Yeah.
head, but I remember I always loved Paul.
versus-
Paul like burned so many
Yeah.
bridges on the way up there, which I feel like is not too far from what Vince is kind of doing.
Oh, I was literally making that connection in my head as we were talking about it.
But I actually liked Paul.
Well, yes.
And now Vince is just upsetting me.
Well, because Paul was like,
They're super cool, first of all.
yes. Paul was not the same kind of player that
Mhm.
Vince was, but they are similar in the sense that they are people pleasers.
Mm-hmm.
And people pleasers don't make it far in Big Brother, or in this case, they very much do make it far, because Paul came in second twice.
Yeah.
And Vince, at the trajectory that he's going, I can see him making it to at least Final Four.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Honestly, I feel like he's, as much as I complain about him and as much as he's just straight up not playing the game well, I think he's still a front runner.
Yeah. The only front runners I have at the moment, honestly, are just him and Keanu.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Lauren. I can see Lauren. Lauren has a case. She doesn't have enough
Yeah.
friends. But if
She doesn't talk to people.
If-
That's the big problem with her.
if everyone else is worse than her, then she's
Mhm.
got a flawless case. If Vince makes everyone hate him in an instant, the entire
Yeah.
house, even the jury members,
Mm-hmm.
then he's gonna win. But we're gonna move right along into our next topic, the veto competition, which was BB Comics.
Ooh.
It was a wait for this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I really, really, really thought that it was a very interesting. It was well edited. I liked. It didn't feel like it dragged normally. I don't know about you, but I feel like whenever they play BB Comics, they show like the amount of times that they fail. I mean, that's usually only in the case that someone does like laughably bad.
Yeah. I think they did fine. I think it was good. I feel like it was also probably cut kind of short because they had to show who the HOH was and the noms
Yeah.
and the comp and the ceremony, which I was very surprised that they ended up showing the veto ceremony on the
yeah.
same episode just because they like to leave a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I thought it was edited well. I mean, at this point, you know, it's a competition that has been around for how many seasons at this point? Like, people know how it operates. What did you think of the comics themselves?
So I did peep your note
Mhm.
about the Boston.
I'm so sad.
Yeah, there's no Boston. Where is he?
I couldn't get a name. I couldn't find it. I didn't look too hard. But it's very clear that there's it was a different art
A new
style than it
artist.
usually is, because whoever, and I'm blanking on his name, but he has a Boston Terrier. I've got a Boston Terrier. Shout out to all my Boston Terriers at the crib. And I was excited that he always mushes one into one of the comics, and this season there wasn't one. And the comics
sure?
were, I looked at all of them.
You
I
looked at
couldn't
all of
find
them?
it.
Mm.
But the comics were largely because like basically all of them were just made off of facts from their intro packages and the premiere night.
Yeah, some of them I like. some of them were pretty creative, though. I mean, I liked Will's was funny.
I liked Will's. That was
really
fun.
funny. The note that you have about Catherine's was not. Like, what even are we doing here?
I have to. Catherine was the ringer. And my note is because that was her only personality trait. And not even my parents knew that she had a nose ring. And I picked up on it just like in the back of my mind. Oh, yeah, I guess she's got a nose ring. But at the same time, I suppose they're not going to make any comment about like they could have called her the glue because she glued herself to Riley. Like they really could. If this was old school BB, if they had the comics back then, I know they would have done more digs at everybody. And I don't think that's any better or worse than the shower thing because that's an insult to Ashley. But really, we're still harping on that.
No,
in week
but
9.
that one was funny too. I think
it was funny
for what they. I mean, sometimes it's a toss up with what they choose to source the powers and their persona as, depending on whether or not it's something from their previous before Big Brothers or during Big Brothers or something like that. I can't think of any other person off the top of my head. Oh, Vince, but his was like the exact. It was literally just his costume.
And they did that to Keanu too. That doesn't mean that they're bad, but it was like. Okay, I feel it's a cop-out.
Not very creative.
He's sobbing every other second of the show. He's got a silly mustache. He is getting a little too close with another woman. I feel like there was just so much material.
They could have easily done something with his mustache. I will also say, why was Keanu the butler and not some like cool wizard or something like that? Like they could have made him like a wizard or like a barbarian or something like that, which like, yeah, it's like, okay, he's a dungeon master, but like the butler, how is that even a what?
You know, a superpower, little pigs in a blanket. Shout out to Sweet Kenny K too.
He did, yes, he made an appearance.
So I was random.
Yeah, it was very random, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was. I love a good little reference to previous seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But overall,
they were all right.
I'd give them like a 6 or 7 out of 10. I didn't mean this. I did not. That. No. 6-7.
We'll leave it at that.
We're going to leave it at that.
I did like Jimmy's. I did like Jimmy's too, to mention that at least they did the snake thing. At least that was a bit in the show.
See, that
was a bit.
Yes.
And but explain Peanut Butter and Kelly. Does she even eat PB&J?
Even I think they had like one little like bit.
Okay.
At some point during the season that but like even then,
it's a stretch. They could have done a comic on her bugs that she's hiding in the house.
Yeah.
She collects bugs.
Really?
Could have done that.
Like actually?
There's a clip of her talking to Keanu, and Keanu's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm bringing bugs in the house." And he's like,
"Why are you
doing that?" She's like, "Because I like to collect them. I put them around the house."
She looks like she would collect bugs.
Yes. And Keanu looked so over it. He's like, "I'm only here for how many more weeks? At maximum, I'm only here for a few more weeks." So they're living with dead bugs in the house, thanks to Kelly, whose father said, "Yep, she's that annoying," which I think is hilarious. But
her down.
Yeah, that comics, it happened. It's iconic, an iconic competition.
It is iconic,
and yeah.
At the end of the day, we have results in third place. So players were HOH, Morgan, Ashley, and Will. And Lauren got picked. And was Lauren house guest choice?
Lauren was HOH.
Lauren, you're so right.
And
you're so right. Who else played? It was Vince.
Yeah.
Vince and LOL. Aren't we so
Ashley.
Ashley?
No, Ashley's on the block.
Ashley was on the block.
We're so good at this. Kelly?
Yes.
Kelly.
It was Kelly. Uh-huh. We got it. Because, like, I was just so tripped up because usually when I think of who was playing in the veto, it's like, okay, Lauren got picked, Ashley got picked, Morgan got picked, Kelly's on the block.
Yeah.
Vince is on the block.
We're used to that.
But now, Morgan, Ashley, and Will, literally the opposite side of the house that have only been evicted, only been nominated like a couple times, were all the nominees, and everybody else got picked from. But at the end of the day, Ashley came in third, Lauren came in second, and grand prize veto winner Morgan took it away because she was just more locked in than everybody else, I guess.
Well,
30 seconds more locked in.
She won by 30 seconds.
It was like in that ballpark.
She beating the second place Lauren, who threw the competition.
Intentionally threw the competition. What a throw, by the way.
To throw it and then lose by only 30 seconds is nuts, which means she was just that good.
Yeah. And she waited. Like, they had her on screen. I'm sure they probably cut it, too. The amount of time she waited. I'm sure she would have probably won by maybe a minute or something.
Yeah.
Good thing she waited, because if she won... I don't want to know what would have happened if she had to make that decision.
She could not handle a decision. It was bad enough that she still has to deal with putting up 3 noms. May as well make someone else do the next step for her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, realistically though, like at the end of the day, she did she made the smart move here.
I think so.
She definitely did not I wouldn't have wanted to win because she's in this weird spot where now there's like 2 options. You literally only have 1 or 2 options on a week-to-week basis, and she wants to keep as many of her allies safe as possible. So she ends up just throwing it. Morgan wins the competition, and moving right along to the ceremony, Morgan, after probably the easiest decision of her life, takes herself down, and Lauren is faced with a decision.
No!
But it was quite the easy decision, it seemed, because she ends up putting Keanu up on the block because he is the only person in the house that does not have any strong allegiance to anyone that Lauren is sort of close to, except for Ava, kind of, but Lauren and Ava are like pretty good friends, sort of, I guess. It's so hard to like judge because who really is friends? Who really is friends?
Well, I feel like Rachel leaving too really just continues to be problematic because people were really unified by her, and then she leaves and it's like, oh, am I really working with this person, or was it just like a friend of a friend is a friend? And now it's just like, oh, what to do now? And I don't remember where the relationships were last week. I know where they are presently.
Exactly. When do we ever know where they are at all times? Because they're just there. They exist in whatever form the house guests are feeling silly at that moment. So Keanu is up on the block with Will and Ashley at the end of the night.
What a group. Moving
into Thursday, that was when they aired Rachel's interview for her exit interview. She did it. She is gone. It's weird to say that and be sad about it, kind of, a little bit. Mostly in part because of the amount of stuff they've been putting on the show about how it's like affecting the house guests. It really brings the mood down.
It does. It's just kind of there was a lull in her leaving, and the house guests didn't even want to do anything for a minute because they didn't know, and they still don't know if one of them are going to be eliminated the exact same way. And I could really harp on this for probably an hour in itself, so I'll stop myself. But
True.
Rachel did a great job. She smiled through the entire thing, and I really hope that they are increasing that stipend for Rachel Riley, and that's why she was smiling through it all. And the one benefit for her is now she's in the jury house. She doesn't have to deal with these fools for a hot minute.
Yeah.
And then also I thought it was kind of cute that they showed her BB comic, because I think Julie said there wasn't BB comics when she was on the show in season 12 and 13. And I thought it was really cute that she was wearing basically a dress identical to the BB comic. So shout out to Brendan, who shipped that dress to her. He was very nervous about it. He was like, I hope I did it right. And I got all the things. It was a very quick turnaround, but she looked amazing. And that solidified that Rachel's the first juror.
Wow. That's a crazy statement, to be honest. And to think that a few weeks ago, Morgan and Rachel were... Was it Morgan who was arguing with her over... She was like, when we get to jury...
Yeah, the checkpoint conversation. And because Rachel was the first juror in season 12. And then the next time she fixed that and she went on to win, and she was on a fantastic path to winning. She left the house, never once on the block, not a single vote against her. And then Tyler Crispin. Tyler, not his fault, but the mastermind had to come in and ruin everything. But her game is not tarnished, yet she's stuck again as the first juror.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Whatever. But
We still love you, Tyler Crispin.
We do. Shout out to Tyler in the Crispin. But she's going to gain a friend very soon.
She is.
Mm-hmm.
And that I will discuss right now. I just had a very, very massive brain fart.
Get that out of here.
So, okay. Now, we're on Thursday. Right, yes. We are on Thursday, and we have more strategy going on. I thought this part was a little interesting. The next note is about Keanu and Ashley, who don't know if this was a real treaty, but they agreed to keep each other safe because they were both close with Rachel, sort of, kind of.
Complicate. Another asterisk, if you will.
Too many asterisks from all over the house. But at the end of the day, Keanu's going to honor it. Ashley probably won't. That's my guess.
Get her through the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
that's what matters.
Precisely. Right now. Yes. I can't see a world in which Will goes home and Ashley decides to still stab Keanu in the back, because she's gonna need somebody to help her out. And speaking of people going home, it's time for the blockbuster.
Again.
Yes.
It's still here.
It's still here. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
I love the blockbuster.
Yes.
That's my favorite part of the game.
You're not getting sick of it?
No. Actually,
I'm getting so sick of it. We're down to the wire.
I think now, though, now is the point where we get rid of it.
It's too much now.
I just want to talk about this blockbuster because I was on the edge of my couch. I was standing on my couch. I'm sure you can, if you've been listening in to the past few weeks and you haven't seen the episode and this is all new to you, I'm sure you can tell who won by my reaction to the blockbuster. The competition itself was they did it last year.
Yes.
I don't know if they did it the year before that because I wasn't watching season 25.
Not that I remember. Even if there was no blockbuster, but I don't remember it happening before. So I immediately thought of Rubina.
Yes.
In last season.
This was Rubina's competition. It is the one where they had to untangle a rope around a rope course and run to a key thing. And Keanu demolished everyone by far. At no fault to Will, because he had an injured knee.
Dude was at such a disadvantage.
He was at such a and I feel so bad for him.
He tried though.
He tried. He gave it his all.
And actually, I believe Ashley and Will were both running to put their key in the slot. They just didn't have the rope long enough.
Yeah.
But like, I guess they weren't. They weren't that far behind. Yet
Ashley
at the same
wasn't that far
time,
behind.
Keanu just absolutely
He was
killed it.
destroying them.
And my money, for some reason, was more so on Ashley, just because
That's what
of Keanu's
I saw people
size.
saying. I saw people saying
I was a fool for
on
that.
social media that Keanu was cooked because he's too big. He can't fit under the thing. Why would they design it if he couldn't fit under the thing? Obviously, all three of them are going to be able to, like, at least bring themselves through comfortably.
Yeah. I didn't think he was cooked. I just thought it would be a tighter competition. And I guess in the end, it wasn't not. But I was kind of thinking, like, oh, yeah, Ashley could have this because, like, she's much smaller.
She
but
started
no.
to slow down.
Oh, my God.
Like, super fast, too.
He did not
And
for
he
even
did
a
not
second.
slow up at all.
The only downfall, which wasn't because he won, was he tangled his rope up a little bit too much, and then he had to kind of reverse a little bit, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, because he had it long enough to run, but then he got caught somewhere. But it doesn't matter, because he was winning by miles.
Yeah.
So he had time to go backwards. It was incredible to watch, really. I was
Hype
fascinated.
moments
I couldn't even
and aura.
stand up like on or be on the edge of my couch because I was just like laser focused
Yes.
on the screen.
Me too. I was like yelling at my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Jules was like, they can't hear you, right, Chris?" And I was like,
You
"Shut up."
You scream loud enough.
Keanu's winning the blockbuster.
You could totally be heard. No, exactly.
They can hear me in California, in that parking lot, in that Californian parking lot.
Exactly.
I know y'all can hear me. But yeah, at the end of the day, hype moments and aura prevail. Thank you, Keanu, for being the most entertaining part of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Even carrying on the torch of drama queen after Rachel bestowed it upon you after she left.
Don't disappoint.
Do
me.
not disappoint her. And he's off to a good start.
Still going.
He's still going. And then they go downstairs and do that weird little thing that they do every week that we talk
Mopey.
about every single week. At this point, we should have some kind of bit with it, maybe. Like who looks the most depressed.
As we wrap up the season, I think the next one we do we'll do something like that. It's like who wins the award for best actor?
Best actor of person who didn't win blockbuster. But they come down the stairs. Everybody lets out their sigh of, "Oh, Keanu won something again, and now we can't vote him out again." And so now it's Will and Ashley on the eviction chairs, and it's time for everyone to make a decision.
What a great job, Lauren. That's who you wanted to get out, right? Will or Ashley?
They were gonna go eventually. But for an HOH that was gifted to you, come on, man. I mean,
the blockbuster really hinders her ability to target really anybody because you want to get out a comp beast, yet there is a comp to be beasted. And so he promptly removes himself from the block.
Beasted all over the comp. Me
when I
beast all over the
beast-
comp.
No, none of this. But it makes it impossible to really get rid of a target, especially if it's because they're really good at competitions, because there's a competition right there saying, "Oh, Keanu, please win me." And he says, "Okay." And then he did it. So now her first HOH, where people didn't know who she was in week 3, she got out Adrian, who's an ally, and didn't. maybe he would have won way more if he stayed in the house. He was
There's a chance.
likely to be someone that you would want to get rid of down the line anyway. Because, I mean, regardless, he's a super fan. He knows the game even if he doesn't know how to do it.
And I know he would have won that wall comp.
He would have won that wall
Faux
comp.
show, for sure.
So, I mean, yeah, it's good to get rid of anyone because it's not you. Get rid of somebody else, sure. But now she has 2 HOHs where she got rid of an ally and Adrian, and now the 2 options right now are Ashley and Will, who are, during their speeches, are just crying. Again, that's what happened between Will and Adrian, because the whole house knows these are 2 people that people love. But they have to choose between those 2 people. And I'm sure Keanu felt the weight of that. And I wish he understood that a little bit more and understood where his allies actually were. But whatever. We have a vote to talk about.
And what a vote it was. Keanu was actually the deciding vote at the end of the day. Like, not in a metaphorical sense, because everyone had their mind made up. It was a 3-2 vote. And I guess that conversation that Keanu had with Ashley prior to the blockbuster. It was prior to the blockbuster. Same episode. But probably was the conversation that saved her life. Because he voted to keep Ashley and voted out Will. And in a 2-3 fashion, Will so heartbreakingly left the house. This was another sad moment. When are we gonna be happy? When are we gonna be happy in the Big Brother house?
When the season's done and we can live our lives. That's when we're gonna be happy. There's only despair. And again, this has nothing to do with drafts or whichever. I just loved Will. I loved his one-liners. I loved having him on the show. I loved his relationship with Ashley, his relationship with Ava. Though I don't like Ava nearly as much as I once did because she's being very obnoxious. Recently?
Is this a new?
I think last week I was saying, like, I hope that they show all the bad stuff she's been saying about Rachel, and they haven't been showing it any. Like, she's trying to compensate for the fact that the way that she chose Vince really decided that Rachel was going that night. Indirectly, directly, whatever you want to say. So she's trying to backtrack, and now she's trying to talk all these bad things about Rachel. And now this is a feed thing that, again, I don't think this is a spoiler. They're not even going to show it on the show probably. But now Ava's just accepted defeat, and she recognizes that she's fighting for America's favorite player. And she's like talking all sorts of bad stuff about Rachel because, Rachel took it from me. It's like, well, with this attitude,
that's not gonna get you AFP though.
No, if you want it really bad and you speak it into existence, that's not happening. If you say it verbally, everyone's just gonna be like, oh, well, no. You get it by authentically being America's favorite player. I personally will be voting for Rachel.
I'm gonna be voting for Keanu.
But you could vote for multiple, right?
I think you get 5.
Keanu will get a vote from me. I'm still gonna give some. Honestly, I love Ashley right now.
Really?
I think she really needs to. She's gonna need a great final speech.
She needs more. She's only won 1 veto.
She has done a lot that is so low key socially that she now needs to put all of her focus into having that come to the surface. Because Ashley, I think right now is playing the best game because she is convincing people to not have her on the block. When she's on the block, she convinced people to vote out Will. And the truth is to get rid of Will makes no sense. You want to be sitting next to Will in the final 2. He is injured. He hasn't won a single thing. You want to sit next to him and then make it super obvious. Any one of them would want to be sitting next to Will, and somehow Ashley's still there. So I think she's doing a great job socially, great job of convincing people to save her, to not put her on the block, to whatever, in spite of her lack of wins. She's had at least one or a couple, but she now really needs to put work into the goodbye messages, into making it known that she's doing all these things while also only making it so known so that people don't vote her out.
Yeah.
The fact that they got rid of Will is ridiculous for their individual games.
It's very telling. I mean, before, I remember distinctly quoting, gonna quote myself. I said a few weeks ago, anyone caught in the eviction chair sitting next to Will on eviction night is going home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm eating my words now because I thought he was I mean, like I said before, that little moment that Ashley and Keanu had saved her life. If she didn't have that conversation, I'm sure that he would have voted her out, without a doubt.
I agree.
They would have. We would be in a very different situation. And I mean, yeah, it makes sense for him. I don't know why the other house guests would choose. Why did Vince choose her over Will? I get they're not on the greatest terms, but like from a game perspective, you would much rather have Will over Ashley.
I can't even explain that one off the top.
Yeah,
of
I
my
know,
head.
right?
Because I think Vince was I can't remember if this is a spoiler or not, or if this was weeks ago, but all I will say is that Ashley has a way of convincing people, and Vince, though, kind of seems to be in a position of power. When Lauren, for example, is head of household, he basically controls her HOH, at least the first time. But Vince is also incredibly impressionable.
The lip.
And he will yap, and he will yap, and he will still be
cry.
convinced by other people, especially if they have the stamina.
He's going to cry at them until they tell him that he's okay, or that he's staying safe, or that they're going to keep him safe. And he will tell anyone
all the way home
anything they need to hear. So, yeah, I'm sure it has partially to do with that. And I would assume it went something like, hey, Vince, if I'm on the block, would you keep me? Yes.
He's 50-50 on his word too, because it didn't really make any sense for him to keep Mickey the week that she went, but he swore on the Bible, so he didn't go against that, which is good for him, in life. He won't be sent to the nether, and he'll be fine. So maybe there are certain promises that he's good to keep. It also solidified that Morgan and Vince are a package deal when it comes to votes, which is no surprise, which I'm sure they'll be come October. He's got a secret to tell her in October. This is what the live feeds have given me. He has to tell her a secret in October.
Right.
America's favorite player, Kelsey, Vince's ex-girlfriend, allegedly, shout out Jolene Lunzer, allegedly, yikes.
Big yikes. We could talk about, I can't wait to talk all about all the little drama points after the season ends.
A good full debrief, deep breath. I think it will
be more like a hyperventilate.
Maybe a hyperventilate. We take it. I threw my phone in frustration. A deep breath before the hyperventilation as we continue in the diary room. Because I'm still following the house guests from last season to try to see their drama. Matt and Mackenzie still together.
They're still together.
Rubina and Tucker broken up.
Yeah, I do remember they broke up.
And Chelsea and Cedric, very confusing. They're just very close, and I just observe.
Cedric was on last season. He was the upset.
Cedric.
He was like Zach.
I was devastated.
I was
shook.
Devastated when he went home. He similar situation as Zach, except I liked Cedric a little more, but I feel like I would have liked Zach.
Yeah.
The longer the game went on and the more screen time he got. So I guess we'll never know.
I will say that having Zach out of the house is a lot of fun though, because I love his posts. Like him and like majority of the pre-jurors all do like TikTok lives consistently.
Really?
All of them but Riley. I wonder if that's because he's has some scheduling conflicts with the lives. But Catherine's a part of it too. She looks like she's thriving.
Right.
And Mickey has been doing some stuff with Jimmy. But point is I love the content I'm getting from Zach outside of the house. I think even more than in the house. But that's because we didn't have a lot of time with him. We don't have a lot of time.
We don't have a lot of
right
time now either. Yeah. I was going to say the exact same thing that you just said verbatim. But
this is what happens when you're stuck in a diary room with each other.
And this is also why we do 2-hour episodes, even though there was only 2 episodes to cover anyway. But we are going to be covering a whole lot of Big Brother next week.
Oh, boy.
Just you wait.
Lock in.
2 hours tonight. 2 hours tomorrow, and a Sunday episode.
Fingers crossed we're back to Sunday.
Fingers crossed we're back to Sunday.
Unless someone makes a random award show and they want to premiere it on a Sunday.
But, yeah, I mean, we got our work cut out for us next week because it is going to be a double eviction Thursday, semi-confirmed.
I think it was confirmed.
Kinda, yeah, I mean, it says it in our notes. And
I confirmed
it's
it.
It's a 2-hour-long episode, and there's a lot of speculation online, which is usually correct. So, leaving you off with that, 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This has been the Diary Room. I have been just Chris, joined here every week, locked in the Diary Room with Mole.
'Tis I.
Hi, Mole.
Hi.
Bye, Mole.
Bye.
It's time to go now.
Bye-bye.
The Diary Room. We'll be back next week with a ton of Big Brother content and news to cover. Right. Same time, 12 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.